Yeah, so the thing is, when we are working on a Docker, so we are dealing with the images. And if anybody will ask that what is an image, so you can say that image is a combination of app code, application code, means source code, and plus dependency. If we are creating any images with this, right, code and dependency, that is a one thing. So suppose Docker file it, suppose if anybody will ask that how to create images, so we have a one option into the Docker. It calls Docker file. Okay, and Docker file will contain that application source code and dependency. Means suppose when we will read that Docker file, right? You will able to see that it will ask that which operating system you want to take it, and which required software need to be installed. It will ask that in Docker file. You have to be write the code into here. It is a basic code. Don't afraid of it. I will teach you how to write Docker file. And it is you can say that it is a nothing. It is not a coding. So, but you have to understand that it is a Docker file, and it contains some of instructions. So it contains that even though operating system and whatever dependencies are there, right? We will write as a code, we as a write as an instruction, and when we are creating this, we are creating this file, and with the file we can build this one image, and that image will contain your code information and your operating system and your dependency. Okay, everything we will get it if we are creating image. Suppose uh, Ankur and Srishal will understand. I suppose I'm creating one code, okay, into the GitHub, and here we are also creating a Docker file. And then after that, what happened? We are integrated with Jenkins. Okay. Jenkins would what I it will do? It will automate. It will integrate with the multiple kind of tools, multiple tools. So GitHub will integrate with Jenkins with the help of plugins. We will discuss that what is the plugin and all. But understand that it is a source code, means application code. Application code you have to put it, and some Docker file also you have written, and you have integrated with the Jenkins. And when the Jenkins will run, right? Jenkins will run. So it is your prod. So what happened here when the Jenkins integrated? So it will create images. Jenkins will create images, and images will push into the some repo. Repo should be the public. It should not be the public if you are working into the industry. So it should be the private one. So in private, you have to create this image, okay, with the help of this application code and this Docker file. So people will normally ask that developer will develop the software, and he has written some uh, Docker file also. So how it performs that means when we are deploying, how it is working. So if we will interact with connect with the Jenkins, Jenkins will create an image with the help of both. It will whatever source code it is there, right? It will push this code into the Docker file, and Docker file contains the information of environment. Environment means what? environments needed what? Operating system, OS. It is needed OS and all plus dependency, and plus your source code, your app code. So everything it will attach, it will add it, and with the add of this, right, it will create one image. It will create one image. What it will create? It create one image. It will create one image, and that image will push into that public, not public, private repo. And this private repo has image information, and again Jenkins will interact with the servers, and what happen? We will provide the instruction that with the help of this image, okay, with the help of this image which is pushed into private repo, with the help of this image you have to be create a containers, okay, you have to create a containers into that, because it is the first time into dev environment. You have to create a containers into dev environments. When it is a created, containers, so containers will contains what? Containers
Application
will
and dependency.
yes, application code, application plus operating system. Without operating system, nothing, no, you can't apply any applications, right? Application and dependency, whatever dependency are there, right, every dependency it will take it. And top of, first of all, it will install operating system. On operating system it will install a dependency, and after install a dependency, then it will deploy that applications. So during that time, this is a total framework you have to be install. That what is framework? You have to install operating system, you have to install dependency, that you have to install application. So what happened? Whole application it is up and running, developer will go into this environment, and what happened? They will do some basic testing and hand over to the tester team. So the boss, it is ready, you have to test that. And tester will come into the picture, because it is dev environment. So again, similar one, you have to be create some different environment, testing environment. So similar image, you have to push into what? Push into here, and tester will start doing testing again when it is over, okay. So similar, you have to be install, you have to push this image into that production. So it should be the live, okay, and every end user is ready to use. So it is fine. Understand till now? Any questions?